January, my fault. A January love reading for the collective. 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 Okay. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. In numerology, threes on the higher aspect and qualities have to do with creativity, diversifying ourselves. On the other side, it can be indecision and worry. But ultimately, three is tied to creation in many ways. You know, there's a lot of gold and bronze around them, and I feel there's significance to that. What do you make of that? Of the color choices in this picture and what it's trying to articulate? You know, the posture is really interesting to me as well, and the growth. See the growth in the image? Subtle, but that green presents a contrast to the rest of the color scheme. So I think this is saying that there's creativity to tap into in January. And you can apply that to your relationships at any capacity and to yourself as well. I think it will also be about trying out new things, integrating them in ways. You know, one is very much about the self. Two is very much about one-on-one relationships. And three is moving into a little more creating more relationships. So I would say there's this opportunity for growth, though it starts small and though it seems subtle. And it's almost like the growth that she's going through, that she's wearing proudly, and the growth that they're having together. What she's creating perhaps in his security. So, what the feminine can create when the masculine is able to protect and contain in ways, provide a container for. There's a lot of passion. So perhaps January, at the start of a new year, with our calendar, it's not the true new year, it is in the middle of winter, but it's what we've culturally created here as the new year. So we are going into this new year. Can you do it with passion? Can you surrender to your passions, to what you're passionate about? Trust. I could say there could be themes around trust. Do we trust ourselves to surrender? Can we trust another to find comfort in? Can we hold each other? Can we hold each other as we grow, as we expand? Then there's the little heart here. So a focus on love, connection, passion, a trust, a vulnerability with both of them being naked. Okay, let's also see what their interpretation is of the Three of Pentacles. What is their interpretation? Okay, Three of Pentacles. Warmth. In order to become meaningful, a relationship must be able to offer warmth and protection. You must give in order to be able to receive. Wow, that one is subtle but deep. It's so deep. Reciprocity. Counterdependence instead of codependence or independence. And then there's also the three pots hanging. So that's a reflection of the three as well. When we feel safe and comfortable with each other, how can we lean on one and another to create, to bring in more abundance? The intimacy of relationships, what that can offer us. I just wanted to be able to share in this deck with you and the beauty of this deck. It's so gorgeous, the art. Isn't it? How can you soften in January as you create new beginnings? What is it you're wanting to create? Are your relationships nurturing you, feeding your passions, feeding your soul? Can you get lost in it? There's this hope as well. What are you hoping for? What seeds do you want to plant as we come out of winter into spring? What can you alchemize and turn to gold? What simple things give you meaning? Can you surrender to the presence of love? Can you let yourself lean and fall into love? Can you trust it? Well, I am wishing you a wonderful start to 2024. And thank you for sharing in some art and some tarot with me.